Hey guys, welcome back to Space Alcatraz. This is episode 11, and what are we going to do today? Well, when last we were together, we were setting up the power stuff. You'll see that it's all gone from here now, and I was talking about digging a hole over here in the wall, which is precisely what I have done. And we have the power ring set up around here with the energizing rods. We've got so this is one of those things not everybody knows that if you've got a crafter pointing into a crafter pointing into a crafter, these will all so like the items that are up here will push through these other two crafters to go into the item at the bottom or go into whatever this one's pointing at. So these are technically all one crafter pointing into the energizing orb right now. Right here, we are detecting items that go in and pulsing the redstone comparator, which hits the redstone link, which is there's a redstone link on each one of these, and these are set. Really, it's just this one that is set to redstone pulse inserts next set. So when you start a craft, it'll stick one set of crafting ingredients in here and then wait to receive a pulse to push the next set. So that handles that very cleanly. Technically, I don't need that one up there or this one up here. I could probably pull those out, but that's neither here nor there. We have also grabbed ourselves a mining gadget. These things are actually fairly cheap. It's just some base materials, and this is base materials. It's not a big deal for us at this point, as well as I think, as well as all of the upgrades for it. I think I've got all of the upgrades. You got to toggle back and forth between Fortune and Silk Touch, obviously. I've got some of these turned off because of what I was doing, but this is highly effective, particularly since we have our, we should actually, I need to put that on one by one and put this back on precision mode true. And where did, I think I put it right there. Yeah, so the wireless, we built this player transmitter. We built this right at the end of the last episode. It is now sitting directly over the top of our undercell. I have fed it all of the upgrades that I had. You can see that it's filling up, and it's being fed from the top. The nitro furninator is being fed from the top from these roosts, which are full of chickens. And there is a dark matter pedestal sitting here with a watch of flowing time on top of it. So let me put that block back, or else I will never remember to do it. What else? So we now have a legitimate flight in the form of the Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. We've got Rending Gale here. And obviously we got our Archangel Smite, which we made during the last episode. I think we made that I made this between episodes, but I made that during the last episode. This has obviously been dug out some more. I did put in some elevators, and I think, oh, the floor. This was not the floors. The floor is new. The floor is new. Just trying to break up the patterning here and erase this roof a bit. Because I may want to build some other stuff up and around. So that has happened. These two are not actually gray concrete. This is the elevator doing its best. It blends in pretty well, but that gives us access to, this is a test. I'm looking to do something a little different with my farming stuff. So this is a test to see what our lighting requirements look like here, water requirements, etc., etc. We'll come back to that. Maybe next episode we'll come back to that. What else? We were able with I basically set up all the patterns. So if we look at the orb, at power orb, if we look at everything uses, we look at everything that can be crafted here, all 6 pages of crafting recipes, I just set up every one of these crafting recipes. They're here. That's what's in the energizing orb right here. All of those recipes are in there. Now, I will tell you, some of the stuff that crafts very quickly does not craft very well. It gets in and out so fast that it comes into the energizing orb, crafts, and gets pulled out so fast that sometimes the redstone comparator doesn't even detect that it's there and gets to send the pulse. So this will sometimes get locked up if I'm doing something that is a very quick craft in there. But even at power, Even these base materials, a lot of them have got EMC, maybe all of them. I didn't look to see if all of them. No, that doesn't. Let's do it this way. That has EMC, EMC. So it looks like the higher end ones do not. But you know, a whole bunch of this stuff has just got EMC in it, which is nice in a pack like this. We do have, because all of those recipes, all of the MK3 energy collector, the NK3 matter relay, we built the alchemical or the energy condenser together on the last episode. Those three are sitting right here. I went ahead and built one of each. And what this allows is for us to just come over here. There's no reason to make more high covalence dust, right? We just come over here and go boop. We drop it right in there. We put away our stash keep thing. We come over here and go, okay, yep, that's all we needed was the 10 more, and we're done there. So some of the things, even some of the things that we were crafting in Power, we don't need to craft them anymore at all. So I think that covers most of most of what has happened between episodes. The watch flowing time, I did build. We actually have more than one. There's one down there, and there's actually one up here above the two. Let me fill my inventory up, or I guess I can just turn off my magnet. So I moved this down here, bloop, so I can turn this off. And then I can come down here. So there's a watch of flowing time sitting in the roof just above where the lights are at, which of course affects both these spawners. So this is obviously spawning very, very quickly. We've got thousands of wither skulls at this point, but the reality is I don't think we need them at all. They don't have EMC, but the nether stars have EMC. So I've got a bunch. You know, so I can grab one star out of here. I should have put the North Star over there. I'm holding one star right here. Yeah. Let's make it the unique star. So I can pop this open, tell it I want nether stars, and then grab like a stack of nether rack blocks, and go, yes, make me that many. Is that the North Star? Yeah. Make me that many nether stars, and it's a bunch of nether stars. There you go. 3 1/4 stacks. Yeah. Let's go ahead and clear that out. So that has happened. I don't think the watch has EMC. It does not, but this is a simple process of stuff we've seen downstairs. It's just a dark matter block, a glowstone, and an obsidian run through our downstairs. Oh, we did do some decorating down here. Just put up some walls and such. Oh, I hear. Oh, we've got this room ends up with so many slimes in it. So many slimes. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, so this one here is our kind of as needed craft, and so we just are able to put the. Well, I guess we can just make another one real quick. Control G. We need a watch of flowing time, which is going to be 6 dark matter blocks. I need some more dark matter. Yeah, that many, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I believe it was a glowstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we need a clock. I wonder where I got that. Probably out of rewards. Now, if I remember correctly, these go in here, here, and here, which means they'll go 1, 2, 3, and then stick our clock in here, pick him up at the other end. And one more cycle. There we go. 1 watch of flowing time. Just that simple. So not a big deal at this point. I was looking for... I had another place I wanted to use one. We'll just stick it in our inventory for now. So we can get rid of that. The dark matter pedestal is also not a big deal. Did I put the pedestal on autocraft? I did not. Do we have... We're going to need some blocks. I believe that was 5. And what's our red look like? Red, we've got plenty of red matter. So we craft him and the two of them together. Now, what I don't have yet is a pickaxe that can actually break this. I don't think you can break the right click on the new hand to act. I think it requires above netherite to break this. We can find out. We have a netherite pickaxe right here. Can we actually break you? Well, we can break the concrete behind it for sure. That is white concrete, please. Oops. Oh, I bet you can break. I bet you can break it. No, you won't even target. Oh, it's an entity, isn't it? Yeah, see, I'm not getting a progress bar up top. I don't think I can actually break it this way. What I can do is I can go ahead and put the watch on here. And then I can grab a cardboard box. And then it's breaking a cardboard box and not breaking that dark matter pedestal. And that works like a champ. Our stuff was accepted last time, so I think we need to give. I think we need to do the next item. We can't do the indestructible hoe yet, though. We're going to go look at what it's going to take to get that done. Bone meal. We need 500 bone meal. That should be easy enough at this point. We should have bone meal. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would do 9 plus 1. So that is 640. So if they were just wanting 500, that's more than enough. And it says put the book in there. So we'll leave that for them for next time. That allows us to do just a little bit of incremental progress, right? Without having to try to rush to get those other things done. Now let's go down here. I think last time we looked at the drop chute that's here. We got water suspended on some signs right down here. And what I did here, and the reason I wanted the mining gadget. Let's get him set back up and not in precise mode, and that's all fine. This obviously cannot spawn monsters down here and is guaranteed not to be running into stuff where I've got to go down and around and blah, 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 blah. Well, what that allowed me to do was to dig a tunnel down here at the ground level all the way out till we found the boss dungeon. Now, in our quest, now I haven't done that yet, but in our quest, we've made it to the end ring, but we have not visited a city. And we made it to the boss dungeon, but we've obviously not killed the silverfish. So I'd like to visit the end city and then look and see what it's going to take to do the boss fight. I don't know. I don't remember how to spawn the mother silverfish. This is still a long flight, so let me pause right here, and when we get out there, we'll take a look. All right, so we are right here. This should be directly under. Yep, one corner. Maybe we want to dig over towards the center a little bit. Come over to here, maybe. Yeah, and then just start digging in. Now the good news is that this laser also has the light placer mod on it, so it is placing the little miner's lights right there. I love this particular mod. It's an excellent mod. Dyer did an excellent job on this particular mod. And then we'll dig straight up, and thanks to flight, we should just be able to go right on in there. I don't know how far up it is, although I expect we'll get the achievement any old second. Well, maybe it's up higher than I figured it was. Oh, we're still way down deep, though. Oh, I hear bad guys, though. Hey, look. Oh, did you cancel my flight, or did I accidentally cancel my flight? No, I accidentally canceled my flight. So there we go. We're here. And the good news is that thanks to our ring, oh, we should turn back on our magnet. Thanks to our ring, we can just shotgun these guys down, but we really don't need to be here, right? I mean, what do we need to be here for? Nothing as far as I know. Is there a ship here? Oh, there is a ship here. So there should be a dragon head up here. Yeah, you hit me. I feel sad. I feel bad. Stop hitting me. Get the dragon head. Get the dragon head. Oh, quit hitting me. Oh, y'all are driving me crazy. Huh, I might have to have a better pick than that here. Can I get right here just real quick? No. Oh. All right. Forget it. I'll come back for it. All right. So, with that done, where is the hole? Where did I dig this hole? Right there. We can also go straight on out to the boss dungeon. So I'll pause here until we get out there. All right, we seem to be closing in here. Flying up is always the slowest part of what we're doing. You know, I should have actually dug up at the first opportunity I got to come straight into the dungeon, which means I actually have to navigate part of the dungeon to get over to where the boss mobs spawn room thing is. Yeah. I can come right up here and make a right. Nope, not right there. I can't make a right. Right here I can make a right. Oh, yep, I hear you. And right here is the boss spawn chamber. So, rain down death from above, because that's just how it is. I did have some, so I had a game crash between last episode and this episode, and some of my, not much, but some of my achievements got reset. Oh yeah, you're gonna come right over here and smack me in the face. My battery, whatever that is for power, the game came back up after the crash, it had lost all of its power. I had to restart the entire charging of that thing over again. Now, does the book tell me what I need to put, or does the summoning altar here thing tell me what I need to do? No. Indestructible summoning altar. Okay. Well, we're here, so what we can do, just come over here and do a /home, and then we can use our /back. Let's go ahead and put all this stuff away. Yes, all of that. Alright, so how about silverfish? Silverfish. Uses. Recipe. Information. Drop from the mother silverfish. Summon the boss. Well, that doesn't help much. Can be found in dungeons in the stone area. I don't exactly see how we're meant to summon this. All right, let me poke for a minute and see if I can figure it out. Well, if I had been patient for about half a second longer, you can actually hit usage on the silverfish. What are these silverfish shards? Cold, warm. The starbuncle. We've got a couple of starbuncles. We've got several drigmies, which we will actually need to automate the silverfish hearts. We can use the drigmy for that. Cold silverfish shard. Usage, we need 16 warm, 16 cold, and 16 eggs, and a ritual starter. What is this? Can be found in the in-city structures. Okay, so we are going to go back to the in-city to get some of those. Do I have one of these? Ritual starter. No, I do not. Okay, so we've got some exploration that we need to do to get that up and running. However, let me put you back away. Everything else is where it needs to be. Yep, sure enough. If I'm going to go do that, and so I'm actually able to be harmed at this point, right? I would like to eliminate that possibility, at least as much as possible, and that's going to mean gem armor, right? Can we actually get to gem armor? That's doable. Red matter helmet. That's doable. Do I have to change? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's build a. Oh, you have to have a silverfish heart. So to make this easier getting, we have to have some. Okay. That is going to make that a little more challenging. let me... Okay, so let's change focus ever so slightly then. Let's get back out to the end city and see what we can do about looting it till we just can't loot it no more. So give me a second, let me get back out there. Okay, guys, we are back. Now, I've changed my mind. So, and part of that has to do with the fact that I'm sure my voice sounds different at this point. It's actually been a hot minute since I recorded the first segment of this video. Some things have happened, stuff and things have happened, right? Long and short is that it's been a bit of a delay, and I am quite certain that we are not going to be able to do the Mother Silverfish fight at this point. But there are some other things we need to get done. And part of that is going to be diving off into Mechanism. So I thought maybe we would just get started on the Mechanism stuff. That is going to require, so if we look at Mechanism, alloys, to get the alloys, right, we have to have metallurgic fusers, alloys, metallurgic fusers, and what else are we going to, what about steel? Do we do that? Oh, where's the blend? There's a steel blend, right? Really? Invar. Okay, what is, steel ingot? We're getting that from cooking steel grit. It's not whatever it was I said. It's grit, and that comes from metallurgic infuser as well. Okay, so yes, metallurgic infusers. There are, if we also look at Mechanism and look at refined, there is enriched, not refined, enriched. Enriched. So we've got 1, 2. So this one is a common. We will have to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, typically, I do not set up the enriched gold or the enriched tin. I'm not even sure what are these being used for in this one. Netherite dust with scraps. That's it. And what about you? Making bronze. Well, I've got other ways to do those. So we definitely will not be doing these two. But to make, so these are used in the metallurgic infuser to create the various things. So we need, this is done inside the enrichment chamber, so we're going to need 4 enrichment chambers, and actually it's 5 enrichment chambers, right? Because this is a 2-step process. Metallurgic infuser. So we need an extra metallurgic infuser. So we're going to build, I guess we'll build one each of these real quick, and then I am going to start setting this up probably downstairs. There's one of those. You are, oh, we don't have steel yet. Can we get steel any other way? I could make it in, oh yeah, that's coke though, rather than just coal. What about the alloy? So we are going to have to do this, but now that's interesting because to make the steel grit, we have to go through metallurgic infuser. Yeah, we can just push this through here more than once. So we're going to start with metallurgic infuser. Now, one of the things I don't know that I showed off were the intergates. You'll notice that several things now have intergates on the back of them instead of down here, maybe. Yeah, the crafter down here, he's got an intergate on the back of him instead of having oh, I hate slimes. I hate slimes so bad. Anyway, let's I tell you what, let's set the first of these up over here. I'm going to need a space behind them initially at the very least. And we'll just pop you right on here, and that should have instantly basically filled you up because that's how well that works. And then I'm going to need some coal and some iron. Half as much iron. Oops, that is the wrong kind of iron. And we can pop you in there, and we can pop you in there. And we're going to, I'm just going to let this sit here and cycle, and then when we've got some steel made, we'll come back and make our enrichment chamber. All right, then we'll take our steel grit right up here and just drop it in this first netherite furnace. And basically by the time, by the time I can open the chest, it's gone and done and all handled. So, let's see, we need to make you, I have to have basic, that's not a problem either. So redstone and osmium, osmium. And I want to say that is a 1-to-1 in most mod packs. Let's take a look and see if it's going to be a 1-to-1 here. There's nothing there. So you go in, and we have a pouch. 520. No, we're going to need some more redstone. Okay, so redstone. I'm going to guess then that it's probably a 2-to-1. Is it 40? Wait, that may still not be right. Interesting. Yeah, it is. So it's 2-to-1. That's fine. That's fine. We can certainly handle a 2-to-1, and it should now be done. You have to appreciate the temporal pouch. All right, pop those back in there. Enrichment chamber. Okay. With that done, with these two done, go away! 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 I knocked some of those off the hole. That was hilarious. Just me throwing a little temper tantrum at slime. No big deal. I am going to make. I'm going to make 4 more metal. I'm going to make 4 more of each. I don't think I actually need 4. I need 3 of one and 4 of the other, and I never remember which is which. So I'm just going to make 4 of each because we've got the materials, right? So I'll be right back. All right. The other thing we want to make sure we get crafted is laser nodes. Let's see. You need to be cooked. You are easy enough if you put in a block of quartz. Yep. So you go in there, and then we need down here. You get to go down here somewhere. You can go in right there, and then we need to cook that. Uses get cooked, and you can go down here. Right in there. I could have, yes, I absolutely could have done that from this big crafting grid that I specifically, or a crafting monitor crafter manager that I built specifically so I wouldn't have to walk over to stuff like that. All right, and then cards. The first thing I want to do is make one of these. No, I don't need I certainly don't need a recipe for that. Sorry, no pattern that for you. We come down here. We'll control click to craft that, and then as fast as that is, it should be done. Now this thing, all it does, these cards will not stack. However, they will stack, as long as they don't have MBT data on them, they will stack inside a card holder. So we are going to do that very thing. I need logic chips. Logic chips. So let's just make like, I don't know. 256 of them. That should mean I don't have to craft them anytime soon. And then we want to go ahead and turn this bad boy on, and you just shift right click to turn him on. And then as soon as things craft, what do you mean you don't have logic chips? Didn't I just make logic chips? Logic chips. Oh, well, it would have helped if I'd done the finished ones instead of the... Oh, okay. Logic chips. Or crafting, item cards. That's what we're doing. So, like about that many? Sure. And then we also need some energy. Now, those are literally going directly into this thing, right? 27, that's probably enough. We are going to need some energy cards. So, about, I don't know, that many. How many we got? 20 and 27. That should be enough for now. I also am going to need the wrench for this mod. So, there's the wrench. We've got our devices. We're going to need some exporters. Do I have a craft for you? I don't have a craft for you yet. Let's fix that. Exporter. Recipe. Go. Do I have recipes for you? Let's find out. Crafter. Cores. It looks like them right there. All right, so Exporter. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. We'll make 5 because if 4 is good, 5 is better. You hear the broop, 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 broop downstairs where it's processing and creating the processors for us. All right, now what I'm going to do with the overrunning cable, Control G cable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come right down here, and I'm going to set these up in the following way. So there'll be an enrichment chamber, and then setting above and behind it. Did I not make the actual laser nodes? I did not make laser nodes. I do have to have laser nodes. Now I think I have a couple because I think I've gotten a couple from laser. I've gotten 4 from Question. Speaking of rewards, this light on because I want to pick up a bunch of garbage. At some point, I'm going to come down here and open this chest and open these chests. Right, that is a lot of loot chests. A crazy number of loot chests. So let's take a look here. You need that. No. I don't want. I want to use regular glass, even though. Actually, do I have the J? Yeah, I think. Yeah. Hey, why you do that? Panes of glass, please. You can literally drag the crafting recipe over here and tell it you want to do that. So there's that, and you're going to need to know how to make these. You should already know how to make that thing. So, again, let's dump some stuff in our crafter downstairs. And then nodes. Like 10 of them, that'll be enough for, what are you missing? Mana glass panes. Nobody told you to use mana glass panes? Pane. Glass. Here. Except that is not the way you make glass panes. Node. There we go. It's interesting that what that means is, let's do this. You don't know how to make regular glass panes, or you wouldn't have been complaining about mana glass panes, because it just picked something up from the available glass panes and went, okay, I'm going to make one of these, and I don't have them. So what we will do here is we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll have a enrichment chamber here and a metallurgic infuser up behind it. Other way around. Oops. I need like a regular. You go there. You still didn't go there. You go there. Fusers down here. Enrichment chambers above. All right, so I'm going to set this up, and then I'm going to put the cards in here, and then we'll come back and take a look at what that looks like and how it's functioning. Fine, you stinking slimes. I can fix you. Ha ha. Okay, let's see. I added a recipe or pattern for filters, and just make me like a stack. Sure. All right, now let's talk about what we've got going on here. So these are the enrichment chambers are setting up here, and the metallurgic infusers are setting here, and we've got laser nodes sitting behind each one of these, and they are already connected. You can see the little red laser going from 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. What's in these currently? So on this one, it's a little different in that on the north side here, it's actually got a energy connection out to that intergate, which is bringing power in. So it is extracting power. So you set these in the mode of what they're doing to the block that they're attached to. So this is extracting power from the block that it's going to. And then on the up, we're pushing power in, and on the north, on the west. On the west, we're pushing power in, right? So that's powering both these machines, and the same is true all the way down the line. I also built a crusher. We are going to need a crusher to get... What do we need a crusher for? I don't remember, but I will remember. Now, what are we doing up here? Well, we are just exporting coal. We are exporting redstone, exporting diamonds. I'll have to work on the refined obsidian. That takes multiple steps, and I think I end up looping that back through this one, but I didn't want to mess with that at this particular moment because I wanted to come back to this. Now, what we will do is we will set crafters. Do I have crafters? All right, so we will put a crafter right here. We're going to need a wrench, and we have to have a specific wrench for this stuff. And we will feed it straight down into the top of the metallurgic infuser. So all we need to do is feed in the materials we want, and what we're going to do for our refined or enriched carbon here is we're literally just going to pull it out of this machine and stick it into this one with the laser nodes. So let me set this first one up real quick, and then we'll take a look at it. All right, so let's take a look at this one. You should have carbon in you now, and it should be going up unless it's already full. That one may be full. And you can see the additional carbon coming in. We can see carbon being made back here. So what we've got here this is the east face. I know it's the east face because when I clicked it, that's when it came up. So on the west, we've got a card that is a item card that is set. It's an item card set to insert the enriched carbon. And then the back of this device is set as the extras. So we're accepting the carbon from the back. And then on the top, we've got a item card that is extracting the enriched carbon. So it's literally just taking the enriched carbon out of here and cramming it into this metallurgic infuser down here. And that's all that these are going to do. These things will never do anything other than just make enriched versions of whatever it is. And I'm going to do the same thing that I've done for this pair, to this pair, and this pair as well, and then we'll be right back. Okay, these three are all completely configured, these three pairs. We'll see that diamond is still here, and then when this one makes, it'll export another diamond in here, so that's working. And then we can see that this bad boy is now full, or as full as it is going to get. Same is true for redstone, same is true for our carbon. And I have dropped the metallurgic infuser or the infused alloy recipe here in this crafter pointing into the metallurgic infuser. Oh, I do need to make sure the tops are an input. Top is an input. Top is an input, but the fronts are going to need to be outputs. Output. And output, and really we should probably turn this one off so it doesn't accidentally try to push to one machine or the other on its sides. None. Then none. Now, oops. None. Now, what we should be able to do, we should be able to go to the system and order up some alloy. If I can type the word alloy. And we should see this crafting. Yep, definitely coming in. And as soon as it finishes, it should get pulled out by these pipes and stuck into that ender chest setting over there. The ender chest should have, there's a connected ender chest up here, sitting here on an importer with a stack upgrade and 3 speeds. So if we look at the system, alloy, we don't see the alloys coming in. Where did the alloy go? It went somewhere. Where did you go? You're not here. You can't have gone here. That's an interesting conundrum. You can't have been pushed into any of these. Huh, I'm not real sure where that alloy went. Also didn't actually, oh wait, this is, I'm sorry, this is not, stop, wait, this is not alloy. This, how many of you are going, wait, that's not right? Crafter. I'll have to go upstairs and cancel that craft. You go here, because you are the item that makes alloys. And then let's go cancel here. I can pull these out. Although, you know what? We might actually need the steel, but it doesn't know about steel, so... yeah, sometimes cancel all. Okay, let's go try that again. Let's go down here and click the go on alloy and actually get alloys this time. 64 alloys. Go. You should be crafting alloys. And now that we got these, oh, that's what the crusher was for, to make the speed at mech speed, to make the speed upgrades, to make the energy upgrades, energy. Where are the upgrades for energy? I don't see them, but they've got to be here somewhere. I'm sure I'm looking right over it. There they are. We need gold dust. We need osmium dust. There's some dusts we're going to need. So just stick a crusher down here, cram them in the top, bring them out the front, stick them back in the system. Okay, now that we've done some of those, we should now see some alloys in the system. Go figure. So that gets us started. I will work on getting the rest of the crafters in here, getting the rest of this particular configuration done to get the refined obsidian, but we will do that offline. You've now seen enough of this to know exactly how it's working, so there's no reason for me to walk all the way through that. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this episode, like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and I will see you next time.